So you're teaching 8th graders about softwares like Python and all these things. How do you explain like an 8th standard student about Python?
See, Python is a language, just another language, right? I always tell them that the idea of an algorithm is like a poem or a story that is in your mind. If I tell you this story in English, Marathi, French, Kannada, the story remains the same. So the idea is the algorithm. Okay. Now, Python by itself is just a language. The infrastructure around Python is the libraries that have been built for Python are very powerful. Okay. By language itself, just a language. It's like we say English is a very rich language. Why? Because there's huge amount of literature written in it. By itself, is it different than Konkani? No, just a language. No, to convey my thoughts.
Widely accepted.
Widely accepted. So Python is one thing where it's like you can pick up pieces of the shell, put them together, and call yourself a programmer. Okay. You have no clue what those pieces do, apart from the fact that, oh, if I put a pipe here and if I put a pipe here, water flows. Then I call myself a plumber. No, you're not a plumber. You're not even frankly speaking, you're not a hydraulics engineer. You're a plumber and remain that way. So the example that I always give is that Python programmers, as we call it today, I have interviewed more than 100 of them. All of them were like this. Nobody could tell me how to sort, but they could tell me how to do this. It's like you opening a shop to say, I'm going to sell you idli sambar from tomorrow. Okay. Then you say, okay, go to Vaishali, get idli. Go to Vadeshwar, get sambar. Go to this corner guy, get chutney. I present it to you.
That's Python.
That's Python.
So the way you explain things with so simplicity
You see,
is
the
just
bad
beautiful.
part is that if idli is bad, chutney is bad, or sambar is bad, you get the flake.
So that's the beauty of Mac, of simplifying things, right? That's why he's a great teacher. We talked about simple architectures, right? So Mac has this philosophy that if you want to buy mirchi from the corner shop, you would rather use a bicycle rather than building a truck to buy something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it is the way he explains things is something that even a 8th grader would understand, right?
So that's what I say. So when you present as your solution, you are responsible for all the parts inside it.
Yeah.
Because you're selling idli, chutney, sambar. You're not selling the individual pieces.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the customer are going to hit you. You cannot say, oh, idli was made by Vaishali. I don't care. You could have made it yourself.
Yeah.
And that's when the problem arises because they don't understand how that idli is made at all.
Yeah. And this is true even for our business, right? When we are offering a service to the end customer and we behind are relying on third-party partners, the end customer doesn't care if the bank was down or settlement didn't happen or whatever. They're going to catch you that I am your customer.
Correct.
Right? And unless we know how to manage all these pieces efficiently, we build our processes strong, we understand it. We cannot say that, hey, I don't know what
I don't know.
Right? You are accountable for the whole end-to-end piece. Right?
So this is what I'm telling the development team, right? Okay, you're using this piece off the shelf today because you have a time crunch or whatever that is. Okay, for now it's okay, but you have to really understand that piece and be able to replace it with your own code at one point in time. And not one point in time in 100 years from now, 1 or 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Until meantime, we can keeping on Vaishali idli, but we have to learn how to make idli ourselves at one point in time.
Got it.
Then our profitability also goes up because we can sell this idli to others now.
Right.
That's the important thing. And we don't depend on others to make idli for us.